enhanced AI teachers training bootcamp 3, and currently I also graduated from the 2-month bootcamp. My specialties in SEO, search engine optimization, YouTube automation, WordPress, social media marketing, and few more. So as you know that we have every day we have another guest, or we are coming here for the TEDx review or the other. So today I have an special guest whose name is Holly Oldham. It means ma'am will also pronounce it very well. So just I'm just of her that she is a passionate digital creator and entrepreneur who helps people grow their through our inspiring platform, pause, reflect, move forward. With a supportive community of over 6,000 followers, Holly encourages others to embrace change, live mindfully, and stay strong through life's ups and downs. She is also the founder of PRM Luxury Cleaning, where her love for excellence and purposeful living shines through every services she offers.
Thank you so much for having me.
Start
Hi,
our conversation
everybody.
with her. We are moving forward to introduction from her. So, hi ma'am, how are you? Give me your introduction, or give your introduction in front of my audience.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm in Hobe Sound, Florida, in the United States. Where are you today? Where are you today?
Okay, ma'am. Uh, just stay. We are forward to an other questions or another thing. I want to you one an important question from you. That is, what inspired you to start, pause, reflect, move forward, and how has it changed your own life?
That's a very big question, young man. Okay. So, Pause, Reflect, Move Forward is a poem. I actually have it tattooed right here on my arm. Those four words have changed my life. Uh, it started 9 years ago, March of 2016. It was really about just moving forward with my life, and uh, I ended up filing for divorce August of 2016. And I believe those four words actually helped me move forward from the relationship, paired with poetry. I all the thoughts that I had in my head, I wrote them down in front of me. When you get those thoughts that maybe not aren't feeling so good out in front of you, and you read them, and then you read them and they're like, well, that doesn't necessarily make sense. So I started to personally develop. I'd raised my four children. I was a stay-at-home mom for 11 years, and learned that having four children in the United States was not very affordable. It was quite costly. And so I started working outside of the home. I had a newspaper route personally. These are things I did on top of raising my four children and taking care of my own home, right? Not this home, but I had a newspaper route. I worked at an Italian restaurant as a hostess, and I started this cleaning company. And then after about a year of networking and helping clients grow, take care of their homes, it grew into 309 clients in 5 years. And it was expansive. We grew so fast. And however, we didn't make much money. We didn't make much money at it. We never raised our rates. And in the janitorial industry, generally speaking, in the United States, I'm speaking about, people don't raise their rates to sustain the cost of living. Why? Because a lot of us don't feel worthy of the money that's available in the universe to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to charge you this because it's what I deserve. And then be okay with the people that say no, that you're too expensive because they weren't necessarily your right client. So I'd like to, just really stress that this pause, reflect, move forward, it became my way of life. It's changed me and helped me move forward with the things that may have been holding me back, which was mainly myself, right? I'm sure you'd agree that maybe you've held yourself back one time or another, right? So
Yes,
I'd love
ma'am.
to hear yeah, I'd love to hear from some comments from the audience. Like, these are relatable conversations, and culturally it's important that you share what you learn, I'll share what I learn, and collectively we could grow together. That's what entrepreneurship is about. That's what this online podcast, your SEO, all of the things that you're doing, all of the things I'm doing, I'm not doing it to certainly stand still, right? You're not doing it to stay in the same position you are now, right? Our current situation is not our final destination, and if we can practice
Yes,
those words of positivity, we can move forward, right? I mean, you're nodding your head. I'm telling you things you already know. However, as humans, we get so caught up in our own lives that we forget that, we're actually supposed to not only help others, we're supposed to help ourselves, give our body what it needs to succeed. The food we eat, the environments we surround ourselves with. I only use eco-friendly products. I only provide 150% of my energy when I'm caring for my clients. Because why? They expect me to. I'm not charging. Now, these are US dollars, okay? So you're going to have to do the conversion, but I've had over 300% growth for my hourly rates. I'm just over 4 years old. I started at charging $25 an hour, US dollars, okay? I now have I charge 82.50 an hour, US dollars. How would that change your life?
wow.
How would that change your life? Right? So it's important, if you're looking at going into the janitorial industry, whether you're looking to come over to the States or you're looking to stay over there, I have some things that you can learn about the janitorial industry that you may have not thought of. Ways to keep yourself healthy during the process, how to include charges in your fee for massages to take care of your body, your mind, your spirit, your own environment. Right. And I'm not telling you this because I did this easily. I mean, when I started this business endeavor, it was out of desperation. I was hungry. I needed food on my plate. I left my significant other with 100 US dollars in my account, and I've built a business, right? In my divorce, I was not entitled to any of the 401k. I was not entitled to any of these things, to the real estate investments, to the savings account, to the cars. I wasn't entitled to any of it. So, the reason for this podcast isn't to, sell you my program. Like, it's $297. You have to invest in yourself. Okay. So I had to put a price tag on it for something. Also, it includes a contract. But these podcasts are about getting to know the people that you're going to work with. If you're going to be going into the janitorial industry, I encourage you to look into the people that you're working with that aren't promising $100,000 US dollars annual income when they're not making it themselves. Am I making it? No, I'm projected to this year. However, I'm not currently making that. What is it that I'm making? You take my program, I'll tell you exactly what I made last year. I'll tell you what I made the third year. I'll tell you what I made the second year, and I'll tell you what I made the first year. But let's think about the numbers here for a second, because numbers don't lie, right? The numbers are true,
Yes,
right? So it's
numbers
important
are
that we pause, that we reflect, and that we move forward in how it is that we want to build our businesses. Now, you can hire me to pick my brain, if you will, on the janitorial industry, but main word there is hire me. Like, I'm not going to give you all of my secret sauce for free. I didn't spend 2 decades building this business to say, oh, you'd like to know what exactly you're supposed to do. Oh, let me get out my blueprint and just give it to you. I give free content all the time. And that's on my social media platforms. I have TikTok. You can find me on Pause, Reflect, Move Forward.
yes.
Instagram, pause, reflect, move forward. All of these different things. You want to take the from solo cleaner to essential house manager program online. It's $297. It'll teach you how to make $88,000 US dollars a year. I mean, does that sound something that you'd like to do? Maybe, maybe not. But here's the thing. What if I told you that I'm creating a program now with work that I've done where you can make 9,500 US dollars in less than 72 hours of labor? Does that sound like numbers you'd want to be a part of? I mean, if you're in the janitorial industry, you have to invest in yourself to continue to grow forward. And I'll hold your hand during the process, but I'm going to charge you a fee. I can't give everything away for free. That's what the social media is for, right? That's why we create content. That's why, these articles are out there that I put out there about the environment and how important it is to not only keep your physical space clear, but you have to keep your mental space clear. And your mental space clear helps with your environment being clear. Would you agree?
Yes, I totally agree. And
So what's the
I
next
had learned a
what
lot from you because your journey ins- ins- inspired me a lot because uh,
thank
it
you.
is some related with me also related with me. Okay, ma'am, I have my next question from you. There's some people uh, after working, so why they set their mind, why the people have need of the motivation, if they have a need of motive, I think it is for the only few seconds or the minutes for the working their motivation. So why they take a long time or the long term for the motivation if they have, I think I understand that it is only for the you have the driving force which it 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 push you to do that work. And what about, I want to listen from you, what points you can tell me about that thing, that people, why people have need of the motivation, why people they are thinking that if anyone will motivate us then we will start, why?
Like we hold ourselves back, right? We have the wrong conversations with the wrong we have the right conversations with the wrong people. Does that make sense? Right? We're brainstorming or masterminding together, right? And I'm in the janitorial industry and you're in the beer industry. Like, can we learn from each other? Yes. However, it's maybe not the right fit. I might need to get into the industry of where it is that I want to learn and grow. And I mean, if you want to learn about mindset and motivation, find people that are mindset and motivation. I'm a poet. I'm all about mindset. And my business is all about motivation to not only help myself and provide financial freedom, but to help other people thrive in a world that's just chaotic. Right? I mean, we stare at our squares. We listen to what other people say. People get their opinions inside of us, and we think that that's our reality. And I don't believe that that's true. I mean, our reality is what it is that we make it, and we're able to create it. I mean, when I'm a mother of four children, all my children are adults, and I'm a grandmother now. Okay. And it was important for me for my children to use their imagination, right? Because a lot of parents, let's face it, they stick them in front of the television. It's a great babysitter. Or is it? I mean, they're programming and conditioning you to tell you what it is that you're supposed to be thinking, doing, and buying, right? And then you stick your child in front of it, and then they start programming and conditioning your child too with the commercials that are on, the songs that they sing. I mean, worldwide, this is a real problem. So, I told my children how I raised them during the 11 years that I stayed home with them. They got a half an hour show. And then they had to play with their toys. Oh my gosh, what a concept. Right? They weren't playing the video games and on the squares all the time. And when they went to bed as they aged, they had to leave their phones in my kitchen. We have to take charge. Our children aren't supposed to like us. Like, if they like us, we're probably doing something wrong. Right? We're supposed to be guiders and to teach them to grow and survive in this world when we're no longer here. So we have to be around the right people. It's essential to be around the right people, no matter what it looks like, no matter culturally, if your hair's short, if your hair's long, if you talk loud, if you're larger than one person or another. We all collectively have to figure out how to work together. And I really think it starts at home. So cleaning up the environment for your children to thrive by keeping it clean, teaching them how to fold clothes, how to put, when they're done with their drink, simple things. When they're done with their drink, teach them to put it in the sink. Why? Because I don't know about where you are, but if you leave drinks out that have food or plates out, bugs come. It's just inevitable. So if you don't want the bugs to come all over your house, right? Teach your kids to put the cup in the sink. It's simple. However, we complicate it. We have to instill cleaning into our children so they can survive in a world. I mean, what think about it. As a daily beach volunteer for 4.5 years now, do you know how much they're saying 50 years there's supposed to be more trash in the ocean than fish? I've now developed a fish allergy. Why do you think that that may be so? Maybe it's because all the garbage that's in the ocean, right? I mean, maybe all the garbage is in the ocean. It's making the fish sick, which is inevitably making me sick. I've got an allergy now from it. I mean, there's a lot that's going on here. We may be having some technical difficulties. There he is. We're back. But really, follow the people that you have questions about. If you're interested in traveling to the United States, follow people in the United States. They don't necessarily have to be your friend. But here's the thing, you can always message me. And if I have time, I'm going to answer. And if I don't, I'll get back to you when I'm available and guide you in the right direction. I'm open to learning and growing together. However, I'm not going to be giving my information that I've learned and worked so tirelessly at for free. Okay? If it's free, it's not for me.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Uh, I understand a lot from your point of view and what you are
Thank
thinking
you.
about this thing. Uh, Recently and now I am moving forward, and I have another question. I- You are also an entrepreneur and also a businessman. So I want to ask you from a question from the business side.
I can't hear you now, so let's try it again. What's the question? Maybe type it into the chat. Type the question into the chat during the difficulty hearing because I can't hear anything that you're saying. I he was asking me about entrepreneurship, and so I'm imagining that is what is it that I do to stay self-motivated, right? And I really think that it has to do with uh eating the right things and taking care of your mind, your body, and your spirit by deciding to be around people that inspire you, right? I mean, if somebody's not inspiring you, I mean, look around your circle. Like, are the people in your circle inspiring you? If they're not, move to a new circle, right? So we're still going. We're about 19 minutes in. I'd love to hear your point of view on things that I've been talking about. Put it in the chat and let's have a conversation about cleaning up your environment and learning about the janitorial industry. I mean, it's a wonderful industry to be a part of, and you can thrive and live financially free with the business model that I teach with Essential, from solo cleaner to essential house manager. The second program that's going to be available before the end of the summer of 2025, you're going to be able to go into these properties and turn and burn some really great money. And I know that it's going to make a difference in your janitorial industry experience. There you are. I lost you. What's
I
your
lost
next
my
question?
connection. So Yes, ma'am.
That's okay.
My next, okay. I have a question because I follow Robert Kiyosaki. As you know that she is very
Oh, this
intelligent and
internet.
an entrepreneur. So that's why I support. Yes. So I have already I asked from you three questions and my one question regarding uh, also a businessman
We lost the connection
grow your
again.
business.
I we lost the connection. I
And
didn't hear the
also,
question.
I am including,
I can't
uh,
hear you. I
ma'am,
can't
you
hear
can
you.
hear me?
No, no, I can't hear you.
Okay,
But
okay.
as an
Now,
entrepreneur, okay, go
yes.
ahead.
And also, can you hear me now? Okay, ma'am. My question is that how you are growing your business, and number one thing in the time of AI, what are you following the AI and are you using the AI in your business, and which strategies are you are using to grow your online business? That's my question.
Well, I mean, of course, I use AI in some way, just to kind of help me with guiding with my writing. I uh, I think it's important as writers and content creators that we use it. However, we still need to have our voice in there. And I find that you can, when somebody responds to me, I can tell if they've used Chat GPT or not. I mean, it's obvious if you're using Chat GPT. If you've used it regularly and you've practiced it, I mean, anybody that's used it knows that, what the content you're putting out there is used by Chat GPT. Is there a problem with it? No, because as content creators, we still need to pump out content all the time. It's all about the algorithm. However, I create most of my content. The platforms that I write for, I'm not allowed to use Chat GPT. I have to use my own words. It has to be human, right? Creation. So there really has to be a balance there when we're responding to our clients. I mean, if anything that I teach the people that take my course, it's about authenticity. And I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know what the side effect of living an authentic life is 100% for me? Do you know what that means? What the side effect is of it? The truth just falls out of my mouth. So if you ask me a question about the cleaning industry, you ask me a question about my family, you ask me a question about this, I'm going to tell you the truth if I choose to answer the question. Because as I've learned, not all questions that are asked of me do I need to respond to. And, learning those boundaries and teaching our children about cleanliness, about boundaries, about communication, so they can continue to live in a world that we're kind of leaving a mess for them behind.
Yes, ma'am. It is, and also we have when we are using AI, it is necessary for us to we have to be a creative, not totally depend upon an AI tools or the ChatGPT or DeepSeek or another. We have to more creative ourselves, not totally depend upon AI, because
Well,
I
yeah, or
think
you can reach out to me. I can content create for you. I mean, I help business owners all the time in one way or another. Holly, what's your take on this? Well, what would you do? And these are things that have value. I mean, I've taken all the business courses. I'm not a college educated woman. I'm barely a high school graduate, right? When I was in high school, I was already working. I started working at 14 years old. I started paying government taxes at when the age of 14. So, like, I've been paying my taxes and doing these things, and I realized that working for somebody else, I was never going to make any money. That's why I decided to start my own business. And I always encourage people to create their own money. Now, some have a little bit more oomph, if you will, right? They already have a fire underneath them. They already know their why. The reason why I started this cleaning business is because I needed to eat. I didn't have the money that I have now. I didn't have this space. I was without a home. Okay. So these are real stories. When you're investing in coaches online, they're trying to sell you this and trying to sell you that, research them before you exchange money. Research them before you give them those dollars, and follow them and see, where is the human part of you? Where is that? Because I look for that. I desire to work with other humans. I actually like working with chat gpt too. It's a nice balance. It helps me uh, understand another point of view. For example, you have a question about a business thing, and I'm not available and you're not available, right? You don't have anybody else to ask. So you go into ChatGPT, ask them a question, they'll give you a point of view. It's not necessarily the right thing to do, but it's at
Yes,
least different from what you've had. So you can just kind of be like, oh, well, maybe I could do this, or maybe I could that, or maybe I could take Holly's from solo cleaner to essential house manager course, and I could teach you all of them in one little step, right? So look, I mean, we're all here to make money. My background is sales and entertainment. I've traveled all over the United States talking about self-love and mental wellness and encouraging people to, waste is good for your waist. And as we're getting ready to wrap up, do you have any more questions for me?
yes. I have a question for you, ma'am. Uh, if there's a lot of time you had spent in your business, and also you spend a lot of time and grow in a very difficult time to the successful. So my question from you about the success, that how do you personally define success now compared to when you first started?
How do I define what? Define what?
Define it, you compared and define it, you first started.
Oh, from the business? Oh, so when I started the business into where I am now, what's my biggest
It means
lesson?
you have to define only the success. Success. You have, yes,
See, that's the what I'm missing. I'm missing the
yes.
question that you're saying. We're having technology issues. I'm doing my best here.
Okay, okay. Just I'm saying you have to define the success according to you. What is success? Because as compared
Success.
with
Thank you.
you first started
Success. Financial
and now,
success. Thank you. I hear you now. Okay. So the question is how do I define
yes,
success from when I first started into when I am now? Well, success sometimes looks differently from other people. I mean, sometimes it's just successful that you got out of bed, right? Because some days are better than others, and so I've always been like to put these unrealistic goals to other people out in front of me. Unrealistic. For example, I'm going to give you an unrealistic uh, conversation that actually ended up coming true. I told the bookkeeper that I was working with my first year, I made 40,000 US dollars my first year in the cleaning industry. Okay. This year with this cleaning business model that I'm selling, right? So the first year I made $40,000.
yes.
Second year, I told her at the end of the year when she was helping me, do all of the things, I told her that I was going to double my income the second year. She laughed at me and I did it. So it's important that you put these goals in front of you, I believe, to achieve what it is that you want to, life experience you want to have in this life, right? Like we're not promised tomorrow. So do we have to prepare for today? However, I believe as a parent, as a human being, if I wouldn't have been raised to save money, but to save time, my life would look completely different. And unfortunately, I raised my children that way too. if we save time, if you save your money, save your money, save your money. Well, you know what? Let's save time because the money is always out there for us. It's just a matter of where we're creative enough and connected to the right people, having the right frequency and vibration in order to achieve all this abundance that's out there in the universe. It's all out there for you. And if there's one thing that I've learned in my business model is just do it. Right. Just move forward. That idea that
Okay.
you have, whatever business model, just do it. And then you know what? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Just be like, next. Like just move forward. Practice the pause. Practice the reflect. Practice the move forward. And the more you do it, the more you'll succeed. I mean, it really is that simple.
There's one special thing, just do it. And if you will do it, and I think that is your first step towards the success. And it's very important point, just do it. And every people, and mostly people, not every, but mostly people, they are just overthinker, and they are just thinking and not taking any action. So that's why this is very important, that they cannot move towards the success first step. And mostly people, they are the procrastinate from something.
Yep.
They are just thinking, overthinker, and other things, that they stop them to move
Mhm.
forward in their life. So this
Yes.
is big lesson from you, for me, and also for my audience, that if you want to just think once time and do it, you have to take action on that point. And you, okay, just two words are very important, just do it. Okay, everything is just do it. So
Just do
thank you
it.
so much.
Just do it.
Just do it. This is very important. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, to tell me. And thank you so much for your precious time. And I listen, and I also learn from you a lot. And also I want to request you, uh, as my audience, and also they all listen us, and I want to request you that just give three suggestions, or the three tips, or the three terms they apply in their life for the success. Just three,
Sure.
because
Well, sure. Sure. No problem. First thing, absolutely practice, pause, reflect, move forward in just everything you do, whether it's a text message. I'm going to send this text, and then you read it and you're like, paused for a second and reflected. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. And you move forward by not doing it. So you can move forward by not doing something too, and you'll learn should you start to practice. And I have, online, pause, reflect, move forward merchandise if you wanted to check those things out too, to remind you stickers and shirts and pants and sweatshirts, all kinds of things to remind you to pause, reflect, move forward. You can even write it on a piece of paper and put it on your mirror. I mean, we have all these mirrors in our homes and things. Utilize them. I write things that I'd like to have happen in my life. Utilize those, that forward thing that you're looking at. Pay attention and be really intentional, right? So the second thing is use your phone uh, to help you succeed. And what I mean by that is turn it on do not disturb. Like, if I didn't have my phone on do not disturb, it'd be dinging, 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 dinging from all different kinds of social media, emails, text messages, phone calls, right? You have to shut that stuff down. You can't be on it all the time because it will drive you insane. I mean, a lot of people are anxious and all these things is because they have all these dings happening all the time, like you don't have to listen to them. So shut it off on do not disturb. And number three, control your fork. What you put in your body matters. It's important to give your body what it needs to succeed. That Do you remember that old cartoon with Popeye when he was drinking the spinach? That's me. I'm always drinking spinach. All of my shakes. I drink 2 protein shakes a day. I can give you the recipe if you guys are interested. I can teach you about taking care of your health. and your wealth. So you got those three things: pause, reflect, move forward, turn it on do not disturb, and number three, control your fork.
Yes, I will also remember these three films in my life also. And once
Great.
time, a real time story about from my side when once time uh, suddenly I press the don't disturb on my phone, and I don't know about what it will do for me. And just so mostly people's calling me, and I was not hearing the call. So that's why uh, and after that I working, and searching on YouTube that what is problem with my phone. So it also some people there was on YouTube and also tell that that is a setting that you have to just check out from that, you will be clear these
Yeah.
things. So this is very
Yeah.
important. If you are
Yes.
working, so please press on the don't disturb. So it is I also will do these things, ma'am. Thank you so much. And your time, and also as much uh, powerful points which I will also I will practically apply in my life. And if my audience are listening and also want to change themselves, they can also apply, and they have to change, because people are not changing. They are just thinking. They are all mostly people from
Yep.
everywhere, I don't know, but from my side they are overthinker, I realize that.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Yes.
just they
I'm
are
agreeing.
thinking,
Yep.
not taking any action. So that's why I also understand, I realize, also analyze here everything. After that I am thinking, I am telling you that there in my area, in my side, the people are mostly overthinker. I was also from them.
Yes.
I was also from then. At
Yes.
8 years, 8 years ago. After that, I changed myself. I set abundance
Right.
by mindset that I was thinking that sometimes that I was a Moyen, that I was 10 years ago as same as after 10 years ago, that what I do for myself, that
Yes.
nothing things that I started to change myself. So that's why
Mhm.
it is very important for me, and I learned a lot from you, and also in my life what I did for myself. So this is very important. And your points, your working experience, and your business management system, already I know from you. And I also it is very important for me that I will apply, that is my life, that maybe it work for
Good.
me, and leads to me towards the success. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yay! You're so very welcome. Thank you for having me. And your English is so good. I just wanted to say you're doing so wonderful. How long have you been studying English?
Okay, ma'am. It's I think I spent only 2 months to improve my English language communication. I am working over it, and that's my reason also to speak with foreigners. And also my aim to I have YouTube automation, my focus on the business plan also, because it will reach whenever I started my business about like you and the other people's, it helps me. And your ideas, your workflow, your experience makes me not I said that everyone is perfect, but makes me little bit perfect according to you, because your one point, your one thinking, your one idea can change my life.
Thank you. It's a pleasure working with you. I'll see you online, okay?
Okay, ma'am, thank you so much, thank you so much, god
Okay,
bless you.
bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You too.
Th- Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. So that's why she's Holly from USA. As you know that we every day are working or the interview with any other person. So that's why I already telling you that you had started and you have to work. You have to work on yourself. That's why you can be successful if you learn from our conversation that it is very beneficial for you. Thank you so much for your time and listening us, both of us. God bless you all. And also, uh, I am also thankful for Sarihana Lavala, who gave me this wonderful platform and gave me this opportunity to speak with foreigners and build my confidence that I can speak and I can work with